Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Amazon stock, it's absolutely flat on the day, but again, Amazon hitting a new high today, 181.42, and even in my last video, I said Amazon can go up to 180 and possibly even 182, and this is exactly what we got today. Not exactly 182, but we got really close to it, 181.42, and then a pullback. And why? Look at this Bollinger Band here on top. It's sitting at 179.50, so it was getting far too overextended to the upside. Immediately, we got a pullback, and into closing, now holding at 178.15. So going into tomorrow's session, we do have support down here around 175.63, 20-day moving average, and below that, 173. Now, as long as Amazon can break and hold 180, then you're going to see more upside up to 182 and then possibly even 185 to 186. Until then, watch the support down here, 175.63, 173, and then this gap down here, 170.23 on Amazon. On Google, stock is down 0.63%, so nothing big. Google just taking a breather and also holding above 148. Once again hitting 148, getting a bounce, and now sitting just above 148. Also, if you look at my screen, and I did mention this in my video last night, this Bollinger Band has to expand. And so far, it's going in the right direction, expanding, and looks like if this Bollinger Band expands all the way up to 155, and so far, we got some consolidation above 148. That is bullish for a move all the way up to 155. But critical level to watch on a pullback, definitely 148. And below that, you're going to see a dump off down to 145. And then this gap, 144.34. On Tesla, stock is down 1.62%. So Tesla actually taking a beating today, but nothing big. And again, holding above 5-day moving average, which is sitting at 171.43. So Tesla is looking good. Only concern, we left a gap behind right here at 165.18. So Tesla actually comes back below right here, 5-day moving average 171.43. You're going to see immediate dump all the way down to this gap, 165.18. But as long as Tesla can stay above 170 to 171, holding 5-day moving average, the next stop 180, and then watch out for a move up to this gap, 186.72. On AMD, it's down 0.58%. So because of earnings from MU, we got a big gap up on AMD all the way up to almost closing this gap today, 188. I mean, look at this high today, guys, 187.69, and then from there, this thing sold off pretty much all day down to 177.66 and into closing, barely holding at 178, 50-day moving average right here on this daily chart. So here on AMD, guys, it needs to get over 184. And soon as that happens, there is going to be more upside up to this gap, 188, and then possibly will retest 20-day moving average 190 to 23 or 33 right here. And then this thing can continue that move to the upside. Until then, watch the resistance right here, 184, and also the support down here, 178.68. And below that level, you're going to see immediate dump off all the way down to 167 and possibly down to this gap right here at 164.90. On Meta, it's up 0.44%. So Meta was getting really overextended. It was trading above upper Bollinger Band. And I said it last night, this thing can go up to 511. And this thing went above and beyond today. And then we got a pullback from 515 down to 508 right here. As a matter of fact, now sitting at 507.76. So here on Meta, guys, a key level to watch will be right down here, 504. And then right down here, that's gonna be around 500, and then we also have 20-day moving average as a support, and that is sitting at almost 495, and then we got support also at 490. And then we can talk about breaking down below this trend line and going down even more, possibly down to this gap 469. As long as Meta can hold right here 504 and this Bollinger Band on top continues to expand, you're going to see a move all the way up to not only right here up to this Bollinger Band, which is sitting now at 512.81. This thing can move up to even 520 and possibly up to this high just under 524. On Microsoft, it's up 0.97%, and look at this move here on Microsoft, again finishing the day at a brand new all-time high and also gapping up today and not even coming down and closing this gap just under 426. So here on Microsoft, guys, now above 430, and I called it even last night that this thing can move up to 430, and this thing went above and beyond 430.82, fresh new all-time high today. So now there will be resistance right here at 430, and above that, this thing can move even higher, possibly up to 435 to even 440. Now also keep that in mind, we left this gap open here on Microsoft, and also it's getting far too overextended, trading above upper Bollinger Band. Yes, we could see a mini pullback down to this gap, and that needs to hold right here as a support 426, and below 426 watch out for the support 422, rising 5-day moving average 420, 415, and then all the way down here at 413. On Nvidia stock, it's up over 1%, and look at this move here on Nvidia, guys. I mean, it's not like Nvidia trading at 500 or 400 that you can actually buy the dip, but it was down to 904, not even touching flat 900, and the dip was bought up, and then we saw a massive pump all the way up to 926. Now, I said it last night also that watch a resistance right here around 925 to 926, and this is exactly where Nvidia got rejected and now trading at 914 before closing. So here on Nvidia stock, definitely we do have strong support around 900 to 898, and below that we could see a dump off all the way down to 860, rising 20-day moving average 840, and then this gap 823. So far this is not a pullback. Yes, this thing came down from 974 down to 840, but this is not a pullback. This is not a correction. You can see this thing just consolidating and actually wedging right here inside this box for maybe another breakout or possibly a breakdown to the downside. But we got no bad catalyst, nothing happening right now, especially the CEO always pumping this stock up. So nothing is happening right now, and that is why this thing just consolidating right here, going back and forth. Now you will see a breakout. If this thing actually breaks out above this high, then definitely 1000 plus is on the card, and that's going to happen on Nvidia stock. Going into tomorrow's session, as long as Nvidia can stay above 900, watch out for the resistance right here at 925 to 926, and then possibly this thing can move all the way up to 960, and then up to this previous all-time highs 974. On Netflix, it's down 0.79% and hitting the target and going above and beyond today. 634.36 was hit on Netflix, and then we saw a bit of a pullback down to where? Not even touching 619, rising 5-day moving average. Now we do have strong support in between 604 to 619, and why? Look at all these moving averages right here. These are rising, which is bullish, and also it's holding above all these moving averages here on this daily chart, and that is looking extremely bullish on Netflix unless we get a breakdown to the downside. So here on Netflix, going into tomorrow's session, watch the support 619, and then we also have support down here 610, 607, 20-day moving average, and then 604. To the upside, as long as Netflix can stay above 619, watch out for continuation and watch out for the breakout above 630. On Apple, stock is down over 4%, and since that catalyst came out yesterday, Apple dropping, we got a big bearish engulfing candle down over $7 on the day, and guess what, guys? another big opportunity on Apple, and this is called rinse and repeat. Buy the dip and sell the rip. So this is actually another dip on Apple, and I think that is just overreaction from that news, and that is why this thing is down to 170 again today. So here on Apple, this breakout, it's not happening at this moment, even though we got a big breakout yesterday, and now it's trading below 173. So now, if Apple actually wants to break out of this downtrend, it needs to get above 173, and soon as that happens, you're going to see 175, 177, and then we can talk about 180 on Apple. Now to the downside, critical level to watch as a support 170, and below that you're going to see a quick flush all the way down to 166, and I'm actually waiting if this thing actually drops down to 166. That's gonna be even better opportunity to add more shares of Apple, especially for swing trade guys. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated going into tomorrow.